The easiest way to get rid of a Chinese scammer. Are you an Apple phone? Yes, but it's banned in my country. Shady link. Baby, you can use the link. Yeah, it's blocked. You copy the link and open it in Google. It's banned in this country. Where are you from? Taiwan. Are you an Apple phone? Yes. Amazing. My dad is getting scammed. I'm beyond frustrated. Have you been hurt before? But now irrigation motors are running. There is 7 pivot I can see from my house. Wow, have you been hurt before? Not really. Okay. Talking to you passes a time when I'm walking. That helps. Really? Photo of a lot of $100 bills. Man, my brother just stopped by and handed me some $100 bills. Maybe we should share it, LOL. No. Haha, just kidding. I made a post maybe 3 months ago about my dad getting involved in a romance scam. My sister and I have been trying to clean up his mess. My sister got access to his phone and we've been monitoring access to his text and signal app and a couple others. For the most part, he hadn't gave anyone money, even though he still talks to random people who contacted him. My sister ultimately would block them ASAP. Well, a week ago, he gets talking to someone new. It's beyond obvious it's a scam, begging for gift cards. We've told him a billion times no real person will ever want a gift card. You can't buy gas with a gift card. Anyway, he's talking about driving 12 hours to go visit them. They're basically saying don't bother unless you send me an Apple gift card. He offers to get them a card when they meet, but of course, that's not good on their end because they're in Africa and not Houston, Texas. So my sister is tracking him. First thing next morning, he sends a $200 Apple card, and he's ready to drive 12 hours to meet this person. I might add, he's drove to restaurants and hotels to meet people and gotten stood up. This day, he isn't questioning driving 12 hours to meet someone. That's beyond obvious a scam. My sister intercepted the gift card. We call him up and rip him. We talk to him for an hour and basically tell him we've been watching him. We go over obvious signs, and we even talk about how he gives these scammers way too much information. He shows them pictures of his house, tells them how much money he makes, has showed pictures of my house, told where my sister lives, where his grandkids go to school. Tell him he shouldn't be giving this information to anyone. After all this, he starts talking to a random person that texts him about going golfing. He, of course, says, I don't golf, and he just starts talking to them. Anyway, my sister sends me a picture of him showing them about $1,200 cash. My uncle paid him for something. They run a business together. I can't even explain how mad I am over this. I text Dad with the picture asking why you would do this. He doesn't reply back. My sister-in-law gave all her money to imaginary boyfriend via gift cards. Contact AARP and speak to them. They have resources and guidelines of how to deal with this. This scam is run by organized criminals, and family members are usually the last your father will probably listen to. They tell him they're starving and need food. I've told Dad you can't buy food with a gift card. They sell that card to a site and they give them like 80% value of the card. If you send them cash on Venmo, it will tell you you're sending money to South Africa. USA, my dad died after being scammed by 2 women and committed fraud himself to pay them. I am so broken. I came to clean personal effects and arrange services for my dad after he passed away, Thursday. He and I had a rocky relationship in the last 2 years because of the first scammer. I started bringing up red flags and he said, I guess I don't have a daughter anymore. He was in denial. He finally accepted it in March and he asked for forgiveness and started to repair our relationship. He came to my son's graduation in June and started talking about a new woman. I didn't confront on the second one, but put my concerns in his ear that it could be another fake. After he died, I was able to open his phone because he had given the password to his roommate when he went to the hospital last week. As I went through the phone, the ugly tale unfolded. He was still talking to Scammer 1, dangling an inheritance that I was getting from a different family member that he said I would give him part of so she would still talk to him. Scammer 2 is still on Google Chat feigning concern that he is not answering. I proceeded to inform Scammer 1 that the golden goose is dead. They get angry and threatening. They don't believe and want proof, probably to use the picture in a future scam. I play it cooler with Scammer 2. I informed them of the death and they expressed sympathy and wanted me to stay in contact and say when the service is chances are. Today, though, I went to the bank. Turns out my dad is not just a victim, but also had committed his own crimes. He opened 2 accounts in his roommate's name. One was a credit card and the other was a personal loan. He had taken documents to copy an old iPad of the roommates to process the opening of the accounts. He was paying the payment out of his social security and deleting emails from the account with the iPad as reminders for payment were posted. The total fraud by my dad was around $40,000, most of which went to the scammers. I am now in the middle of showing the poor roommate what he did and providing proof of his guilt for the dispute. I am also teaching how to add an app to monitor for inquiries and new accounts. I am writing this to ask all of Reddit to show family and friends how to set up credit monitoring. I would have never believed my father was capable of this. He became addicted to the romance scam contact and he compromised his core values to keep it going. I think he died from the stress because he was out of money and couldn't scrounge anymore. His web of lies was going to burn and expose him any day. I am numb. That is absolutely terrible. That is just a nightmare of events to find out, especially after he's dead. That's terrible. NYC experienced the glasses scam the other day. I haven't heard of this one. I was walking on a narrow street and noticed this guy ahead of me stop and look at the restaurant beside us. In hindsight, I realized he saw me then as a target since I was alone. There were people sitting and eating outside the restaurant, so it made the street narrower. As I walk by, I attempt to maneuver around him and he bumps into me. Actually, it was more like he extended his arm/hand out and dropped his glasses once he made contact. Offensive foul if you ask me. Foul baiting MF Sob thought he was SGA. I don't know. Oh, a son of a thought he was SGA. I don't know what SGA is. Caught on to Sob. Son of a MF motherfucker. Yeah, I knew that one. Anyways, back to the story. I turn around and see glasses on the floor and knew immediately the type of bullshit I was in for. Oh, I see where this is going. Okay. I just kept on walking, never breaking my stride. As I turned the corner, I could hear him saying something as he trailed behind me. He caught up to me, tapped my arm, and said, "Say sorry, bro." I turned my head slightly and gave him the hand, the white person wave, in the same way I would give that gesture to people asking for money or people asking to donate. He gave up afterwards and turned around, presumably. I was on a somewhat busy street and there were people walking in my direction, so I think that helped. There was a guy walking towards my way and I noticed him looking at me with wide eyes. I've heard of stories like that where people trying these scams have gotten extremely aggressive, so I was fortunate in my situation. He probably expected me to stop in the first place, and since I didn't, it likely threw him off. That might have been why he didn't ask for money. I also think he knew that I was aware of what he was trying to pull from the very beginning. I thought about that incident and wanted to share a few takeaways. Staying stationary is the worst thing you can do. It's best to keep moving. The minute you stop, you give them power. Always get to a busy street with people around and don't stop at a red light to wait to cross. Just cross the street in a different direction. You might end up further away from your destination, but if the person continues to follow, stopping might put you in more danger. Basically, walk towards any direction except the direction where you came from. TLDR, experience the scam where someone bumps into you, drops their glasses, confronts you about it, and expects you to pay for damages. Didn't get to this part from my encounter. Be aware of your surroundings and check out the bullet points above. Never heard of this with the eyeglasses, but several years ago in my area, there was a couple running a similar scam. Woman would bump into you and drop a drugstore bag with a jar or bottle of some kind of liquid which would break. She would say, "That was for the baby." If the guilt didn't work, her boyfriend would jump in and demand you pay to replace the medicine. They would escort you to an ATM and escalate the money needed for replacement along the way to see how much they could get out of you. They were finally arrested after getting stung doing it to 2 undercover cops in the same day. Who knows how many people they successfully scammed. Keanu Reeves reached out to me in October last year and we've been together ever since. Oh, that's so sweet. I gotta read this. "Hello, you got me. Yes. How are you doing? And I hope you don't stop watching my movies and supporting. Can I see a picture of you? And tell me where are you from originally? So what are you doing at the moment? Can you send me a selfie now?" That's beautiful. That's Hagrid. Beautiful, gorgeous name, I must say. "Wow, beautiful. You look so beautiful. Hey, how have you been? Why do you find it difficult to respond to my text? Thank you. How have you been? What are you doing at the moment? I want us to get to know each other more better. Hello? Hi. Why have you not been responding to my text? I was busy harvesting eggplants." "Oh, really? I see. So tell me, how are you doing today? And what are you doing at the moment? Missed call? Question mark? Exclamation mark. What are you doing now?" "Harvesting bay leaves." Oh, okay, I see. Where are you from originally? I mean your country. I'm from Antarctica. Wow, amazing. Which country in Antarctica? Seal City? I don't understand. What country? Antarctica. Question mark. Wow, cool. So tell me, how long have you been my fan? Are you in the United States or what? Hey, good morning. Morning, sunshine. How was your night, sweetie? I hope you're doing good. Yes, absolutely. So tell me, are you married with kids? Question mark. No, just me and Beatrice. Oh, I don't understand. Who is Beatrice? My guinea pig, dear. Wow, good. You don't have husband and kids? No, my guinea pig. What are you doing at the moment? Just relaxing. Send me a selfie. Can we talk on voice call? Really? So sorry I don't make calls here because of security reasons. So sorry I don't send selfies here because of security reasons. Haha, really? Send me a selfie pics of at the moment. Am doing good, honey. Selfie of Keanu Reeves. Wow, so cute. Take a picture and send it to me now. Oh, another very gorgeous photo of Hagrid. Miss Dix. Oh, what? Is this you at the moment? Yes. Wow, how old are you? Sorry to ask. 47.5. I don't understand. 47 and a half. Oh, really? Yes. So tell me, are you married with kids? Nah, it's just me and my guinea pig Beatrice at this point. Oh, really? You don't have kids? I have a daughter, but she decided to move to Suriname to pursue her dream of living as a capybara. Oh, really? What is your country? Are you from the USA? No. What country? the LGBTQ country, of course. Name? My name is Hagrid, dear. Can I call you now? Am so sorry for the late response, my love. Yes, very late. How have you been? Hello, beautiful lady. How are you doing today? It's been long, my dear. Hope everything is okay over there. What really happened? It's been long. You respect to me. Hope everything is okay with you, my lovely friend. Beatrice is getting married on Christmas. The guinea pig? Really? Hello, beautiful lady. How are you doing today, my dear? I'm all right. How are you, honey? Hello, honey. Hello, dear. How are you doing today? Is everything all right? Yeah, it's getting better. Really, honey? Where are you now at the moment? I feel like, is this what like really boring guys are like to talk to, who are just obviously talking because they're trying to like or something, and they don't give a shit about anything. They're just asking, hey, what's up? Cool. What are you doing? Just like that must be what it. Anyways, Seal City, Antarctica, LGBTQ flag. You? What country in Antarctica? Am in Los Angeles, California. Question marks? Nice. How's the weather conditions over there? Cool. How about yours? Moist. Hello, dear. Hello, sir. Hello, dear. Sorry for the late response. I was so busy that my management, but I'm here now. Tell me, how are you doing today, my dear? Hey, sweetie. How are you doing, my dear? I ain't got much if eggs were only a commodity. That's great to know. So tell me, honey, what are you doing at the moment? Diving to the Antarctic sea floor in the pursuit of another breed of gibbon that was formerly known as Bigfoot. Wow, that's great to hear, my love. Really? I don't understand you, honey. Hello, honey, I want to confirm what we are actually doing over here. Okay, tell me when you are free, okay? When does the scam come in? It sounds like they're just every other day saying, hello, dear, how are you, honey, dear, hello, dear. Like, I haven't seen an attempt to get their money or information or anything, that would help them scam them. Okay. Hello, honey. Hello, babe. Hello, honey. How are you doing today, my love? It's been a long time, honey. How are you doing? Hope all is well with you over there. Hello, honey. Good morning, sunshine, my dear. My love. How are you doing today, my dear? Hello, honey. Hey, sweetie. How are you doing today, my dear? So sorry for the late respond. Just woke up now, so tell me, what are you doing at the moment, my love? Like, it's all just, what are you doing right now? Hey, hello, my love. Hello, dear. What are you doing? What are you doing at the moment? Is that what you look like at the moment? What are you doing at the moment? Hello? The long game. So long, can't believe Keanu is such a charm, willing to wait 10 months for her. Is that how long? Did we read a conversation that lasted 10 months? Holy moly. I mean, not even really a conversation, just a back and forth of, hello, what are you doing at this moment, 10 months. Mom ruined her life and mine. Hi, the past couple of days have been incredibly rough for me. I hope I can explain everything in a way that makes sense. My 27-year-old mom, 63 years old, the mom is not 27, was involved in a scam. She did not know this was a scam. She was told she won $100,000 if she would give $50,000. These communications allegations started on TikTok first and then moved to WhatsApp. The scammers claimed they were Julie Leach, a previous lottery winner. The scammers sent her checks and instructed her to cash $4,700 at a time at various bank branches. She cashed $23,000 total. She broke this into smaller sums, sending them to 3 addresses that the scammers told her to send them. She put them in children books and mailed them via USPS. The only reason I knew this is because she's on my checking account. I noticed negative $23,000 in my bank last Thursday and panicked. I called my bank to figure out what was going on, and they told me my mom had been jumping bank to bank cashing these checks. When I called her, she told me the story of what the scammers told her. All of my money I've been saving for years, which was $7,000, had been withdrawn in this process because of her. The bank is now telling me that if my mom doesn't pay back the $15,000 that is owed, because that is now the total if you don't include my $7,000, that I will be responsible. I don't know what to do. All of my money is gone. I'm going to be held responsible if she doesn't pay up, and I know she can't afford this, and I definitely can't afford this. I just graduated college and am getting married next month. We contacted the police, the FBI, and have obviously talked to the bank. The bank told me I'm no longer allowed to bank with them and won't help us at all because my mom willingly cashed the checks. I'm so confused why they allowed her to cash these checks and why I'm even involved in the first place. Any advice? Update for added clarification. I talked with my mom to confirm that I was understanding her correctly, and she let me know that she deposited the checks that were sent to her and then withdrew the amounts. She was under the impression that the money would be withdrawn from the scammer's account, but she was, quote, writing checks to herself. Update 9.4. I filed USPS interceptions for the packages that had not been delivered yet. Only one was able to be successfully recovered and has been returned to the bank. Now the bank is owed a little over $7,000. That sure beats $15,000. We'll update if anything else happens. Thank you to the people who have actually given advice and not passed judgment. I understand it's easy to say unkind and rude things when you're not part of the situation, but I do appreciate the kindness I've been shared. I did take the advice of hurrying to get another checking account opened at another bank. I was able to do so with no issues, and it is only in my name. Unfortunately, there isn't a lot you can do here. You're involved because you share a checking account with your mom. That means anything either of you do in the account is the equivalent of you both doing it. It's one of the biggest risks of a joint account. If neither of you have the money, you'll simply owe the bank. They'll probably send it to collections, and it'll impact your credit report as well as making it hard to open another bank account. Does your mom understand it was a scam? Has she stopped? She understands it was a scam now. That's good. My dad won a free phone, but now has to show up to court or pay $10,000? What? Hi everyone. My dad around 1 to 2 months ago won a free phone, which they said you'll receive it in 1 to 3 weeks. My dad said that's fine on Wednesday. I'll wait for it. Nothing arrived, and now he got a phone call from a lady saying he has to show up to court in New York. My dad can't go to the court, so the lady said you'll be paying $10,000. My dad then said he can't make such large payments, and if they wanted the money, it will be through small payments. The lady said you don't make the rules, and you'll either have to pay the $10,000 or show up to court. As the conversation went on, the lady over the phone started to get irritated and respond aggressively, to which my dad said, "You don't have to get mad." Then she hung up the phone. I apologize for my poor grammar and whatnot. I'm just nervous for him because it sounds suspicious and I want to get your guys' opinion on this. Yeah, definitely sounds like a scam. Tell him to ignore those calls. I will, but hopefully he changes his way because he'll be in a cycle of never ending. If a court wants you, one of two things will happen. You will get a summons in the mail or a knock on the door. No court is going to call you. Same goes for like the IRS and stuff. What did I do wrong? Hello? Hi. I just have something to tell you. What? I accidentally reported you for scamming instead of someone else. Sorry, it was a mistake report. Can you show me your feet? What the Oil up. Draw one shot. Please. Draw one shot. Please. Please respond. What did I do? Never seen this scam before. What's the end result supposed to be? They send a phishing link or have another account impersonating a Discord employee message you with the link to clear the report. What the hell? My boyfriend apparently bought a $4,600 sound system for $250 today. Oh, I mean, hey, if that's a real sound system and you got it for $250, that doesn't seem bad. My boyfriend, we'll call him Jack, texted me earlier while we were both working, says he got some amazing deal on a home theater surround sound system, and sent me these pictures. I was immediately suspicious because this packaging looks like some cheap Temu product. product. I tried looking up the brand and label online and got no results. According to Jack, here's what happened. He was walking back to his office after his break when some guy got out of a generic white shipping truck and approached him in the parking lot. He works in a strip mall, so nothing unusual. The guy said he was just coming from an electronics store, not specified, from making a shipment. Apparently, he had shipped the store 12 boxes of the speaker system when they only needed 11, so they sent him back with 1. He told Jack that he didn't want to bring the box back to the shipping facility because he, quote, hated his boss and wanted to make some quick money off of it. Sounds like BS to me. Jack offered him $250 and he accepted, and now this box is sitting in our living room. There's 8 wireless speakers of varying sizes in it. Did he get scammed, or am I overreacting? I mean, $250 for a surround sound system seems like a pretty good deal to me, but it looks sketchy as I told him to hold off on connecting it to our Wi-Fi or Bluetooth. He insists that the product is a legitimate luxury sound system and showed me this link, but the link on the site to purchase the product leads to nowhere. I am certain this is a scam of some kind, but Jack is insisting that it's not. I'm just looking for more clarification on what exactly is going on. Thanks in advance. Scam. Very, very old one. It's a type of white van scam. Thank you, laughing my ass off at how my 28-year-old boyfriend managed to fall for a scam that's from the 80s. This is gold. Also, the fact that he describes literally a white van for a white van speaker scam was fun. White van speaker scam. Con artist makes a buyer believe they are getting a good price on home entertainment products. Inexpensive generic speakers convince the buyers that they're premium products. Yeah, sounds like it. How I deal with scam texts. Hey there, it's been a long time. How's everything? Hey, I've been on a boat in the Atlantic Ocean. Hi, it's me, Nancy. Did you remember me? Hi, Nancy, I can't put my finger on it, but you seem nice. Oh, nice. Excuse me, is this Amy phone number right? No, my name is Jack. Oh my god, I'm so sorry, Jack. Maybe my assistant sent me the wrong number. I hope I'm not disturbing you. Have a great day. God bless you. My name is Nancy. Nice to meet you here. You have a nice name? Not a problem. Good to hear from someone that isn't on this boat. I got into a little trouble by flirting with another man's girlfriend. I'm an artist and she asked me to draw her. Thank you. You're very kind and respectful. Meeting is fate. If you don't mind, we can be friends? Sure, let's be friends. It's getting quite dark here and the temps are dropping rapidly. Oh, that's interesting. If you don't mind, can you let me know where you live? I boarded the boat in Ireland, headed back to New York, but I'm hoping to live in New York. All of life is a game of luck. I hope to find a new life there. I heard that New York has beautiful scenery and a rich culture there. Have you ever visited Los Angeles before? Not yet. It's quite difficult to get there. Oh my goodness. I just heard a loud bang on the boat. I need to see what happened. Can you give me a second? Oh, sadly, if you have a chance come to visit Los Angeles, I can be your guide to learn about I just went out to see what the commotion was. We hit something that was in the Atlantic. I'm kind of nervous now. The crew seems to be distressed. Oh, what happened? We hit something big and they told us to move to higher ground. They started handing out life jackets. I'm kind of scared, Nancy. USA. They have so many tricks up their sleeves. My significant other is older than I, in his late 60s, and we had discussed scammers and how they can operate. Not a week after that conversation, he arrives at my house and sits at the table and begins scratching codes off of gift cards. What are you doing? Oh, the phone company is having this big promotion where you can pay your phone bill one time a year for a discounted price. What does that have to do with the gift cards? Well, they said in order to complete the transaction, I have to buy gift cards and let them know the numbers. Honey, we talked about this. It's a scam. No, this is real. They sent me a letter a week ago in the mail about it, and that they would follow up by phone. I convinced them to hold off until I could see the letter, and there was really an official-looking letter, full of grammatical errors, but hey, my significant other's special talent is not writing. The letter had a phone number to call, so I checked what the actual phone number is for the phone company, and they do not match. I showed that to my significant other, and finally convinced them that the phone company would not ask for gift cards. They work hard to fool people. Just met a woman that was about to get scammed. I work at a phone retail store. This lady walks in asking if I sold Apple gift cards. I say no, and she asks where she could buy some. My alarm goes off, and I ask what she needs it for. Turns out she met some guy online. This guy sent her a box with, quote, important documents in it, so she could send it to his son. The scammer first told her to wire him $1,800. She went to her bank, but thankfully the bank caught on and told her what was going on. She tells this to the scammer, and he tells her to send $200 in an Apple gift card instead, and to also Zelle him the money. I obviously tell her to block him immediately. She says that they have video called, so she thinks it's legit. I tell her that you can change your face now. That's when she confessed that many people have told her the same thing. That's when I realize this poor woman has been warned so many times now, but she's still here looking for gift cards. I straight up tell her she will lose her money for zero reason and to just block him. I tell her that the box is just a prop to get her to send money and to please just block him. I'm not sure if she will, but it makes me so sad. She's so caught up in it that even though everyone is telling her it's a scam, she's trying to do what he says. This is also the first time I hear about them sending something to the victim's house first, so I wanted to share.